You buy a home, you pay your mortgage, you pay insurance, you pay for groceries, you pay for utilities, and then your property tax goes up by 15.5%. Well, that is the situation creating anger in Jersey City tonight, New Jersey, and this is according to the report. Jersey City has a large Gujarati Indian population, and residents have protested against a proposed property tax increase. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a report by I Am Gujarat. In the meantime, the mayor, Jason Solomon, he says the increase is necessary because of the city's budget deficit and financial pressure. But residents have a very different argument here. They say that why should ordinary families pay the financial problem created by government decision? That's a big question. Now, the original proposal, it was reportedly even higher, by the way, about 20%. But after public opposition, the plan was being considered at 15.5%. After that, residents gathered outside City Hall to protest further. And their concern is straightforward here. The cost of living is already rising. Home insurance is becoming more expensive in many parts of America. Mortgage costs, they can be heavy. Rents are increasing. And incomes are not necessarily rising at the same speed as expenses. So when property tax rises sharply, homeowners feel it, and renters may feel it too, because landlords really absorb every increase forever. Some of those costs can eventually find their way into rent, and that creates another problem here. People who are already struggling to afford housing may face even more pressure here. The mayor's side of argument is equally straightforward, by the way. The city needs revenue. If taxes do not rise, officials warn that there could be cuts elsewhere, layoffs, reduction in public services, and difficulties managing financial obligation, including an emergency loan taken by the city. So, this is not simply a story about tax increase. It is a story about city trying to balance its books while residents trying to balance their household budgets. And those two calculations, they do not always match. Well, for the government, a 15.5% increase, it may look like a financial necessity. For a family, it may look like another bill that simply cannot be absorbed. And there is a wider concern for Gujarati community. Housing costs are already under pressure. The supplied material, it also highlights concern about rent-related disputes and fraud affecting the landlords. So residents fear that higher property taxes could push rents even higher and add more pressure to an already expensive housing market. And yes, this brings us to the end of today's 10 stories, ladies and gentlemen. But really, we are not ending with 10 stories. We are ending with one question here. The question that, should Indians stay in India and build something of their own, or should they be trapped in the US visa system forever? I'm Dhruti Yatri, this is Skyline, and I'll see you in the next episode.